Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It's so awesome to have you here today. Grab your coffee, buckle up, because we are about to go deep, like really deep, down the rabbit hole today. Seriously though, I'm genuinely thrilled you're joining me because we're tackling a topic that's been buzzing in the back of my mind, and probably yours too, for a while now. Have you ever just looked up at the night sky? I mean, really looked? Past the city lights, past the everyday distractions, and just tried to grasp the sheer immensity of it all? For as long as we've been human, we've been doing that, haven't we? Staring up, wondering, dreaming about what's really out there. Dreaming about other worlds, other dimensions, other realities. And those dreams, those whispers of the unknown, they're not just pretty thoughts, are they? They tap into something primal within us. A deep-seated curiosity, a hunger for answers to questions we can barely even articulate. But what if those ancient dreams, those age-old whispers, are on the verge of becoming, well, something more than just dreams? What if, right now, in the shadows, behind layers of secrecy, there's a monumental effort underway, a project so vast, so ambitious, that it could literally redefine reality as we know it? Something thrilling, yes, but maybe, just maybe, something that should also make us pause, take a breath, and maybe feel just a little bit uneasy? Well, that's exactly what we're diving into today. Let's get started. On January 22nd, 2025, the world, in a way, held its breath. That was the day the White House, with a kind of quiet intensity, unveiled Project Stargate. And right away you knew this wasn't just another tech announcement. This wasn't some new gadget or app. We're talking about a commitment on a scale that's almost hard to grasp. $500 billion. $500 billion. That's a level of investment that signals something truly monumental is underway. And when you look at who's involved, it starts to make sense. We're talking about a collaboration of absolute titans in the tech world. OpenAI, the groundbreaking force behind the AI revolution, SoftBank, known for their incredibly ambitious and future-focused investments, and Oracle, a cornerstone of the digital infrastructure that powers so much of our world. These are companies operating at the absolute cutting edge, with resources and vision that most of us can only dream of. Now, the official line, the headline, if you will, is that Project Stargate is about securing American leadership in artificial intelligence. And sure, on the surface, that sounds like standard government speak. But let's be real, $500 billion isn't about just leadership. It's about something far, far bigger. Because almost immediately, alongside the official announcements, the whispers started. And these weren't whispers about incremental improvements to AI. These were whispers about Dimension Gate technology, about parallel universe computing, about an AI so advanced it could potentially interact with realities beyond our own. And yes, it sounds like the wildest science fiction, doesn't it? Dimension gates, stargates, portals to other dimensions. It's easy to dismiss it, to laugh it off as crazy conspiracy talk. But before we just write it off as pure fantasy, let's also consider the upside. Because if even a fraction of these claims are true, the potential benefits for humanity are, frankly, staggering. Think about the medical breakthroughs alone. Imagine AI, powered by this dimension-bending technology, capable of unraveling the deepest mysteries of diseases like cancer, Alzheimer's, genetic illnesses. We could be looking at not just treatments, but actual cures. Consider the global challenges we face. Climate change, resource scarcity, energy crises. These are problems that seem almost insurmountable with current technology. But what if Project Stargate unlocks AI capable of modeling these complex systems with a level of precision we can't even fathom today? What if it could devise solutions, innovative approaches, even technological leaps that could genuinely reverse the damage and steer us towards a sustainable future? And beyond just fixing problems, think about the sheer, boundless potential for scientific discovery. Unlocking the secrets of the universe, exploring the cosmos, understanding the fundamental laws that govern reality. These aren't just abstract dreams anymore. Project Stargate, if it lives up to even a portion of its rumored potential, could be the catalyst for an explosion of human knowledge, accelerating our understanding of ourselves and the universe around us at an unprecedented rate. We could be on the verge of a new era of prosperity, health, and enlightenment, driven by the very technology at the heart of this mysterious project. Dimension gates, stargates, parallel universes. It still sounds like science fiction, I know. But with $500 billion on the table, and companies like OpenAI, SoftBank, and Oracle at the helm, it's clear that something significant is happening. And while the potential for incredible good is undeniable, we also have to acknowledge that with this kind of power, with this kind of ambition, inevitably comes a shadow of the unknown. And that shadow, that potential for risk, is something we absolutely cannot afford to ignore. Now, before we get even further into the really mind-bending stuff, just a super quick reminder. If you're finding this as fascinating and as thought-provoking as I am, and you want to support the channel so I can keep digging into these kinds of mysteries, the quickest and easiest thing you can do is just tap that like button. And if you're new here, and you're ready to join a community that's all about exploring the unexplained, then hit subscribe. Simple as that. Let's get back to the mystery. But honestly, let's cut the pretense for a second, shall we? All this talk about potential benefits and technological breakthroughs, it's almost a distraction, isn't it? Because the real story of Project Stargate, the thing that truly grabs you and refuses to let go, is the sheer, undeniable mystery that surrounds it. And for me personally, it's this mystery that's the most compelling, frankly, the most concerning aspect of this whole thing. And it all starts, undeniably, with the name Stargate. Now, I know some might say, oh, it's just a name, get over it. But I just can't buy that. Not for a project of this magnitude, backed by these kinds of players, shrouded in this level of secrecy. Stargate isn't just a name, it's a deliberate evocation. It's a signal. It's a flashing neon sign pointing directly at something other, something beyond the mundane. It's a name that screams of hidden agendas, of unexplored realms, of realities that might just lie tantalizingly, terrifyingly close to our own. And the more you think about it, the less it feels like a coincidence, and the more it feels like a deliberate breadcrumb. Because let's not forget that bizarre historical echo, the original Project Stargate back in the 70s. Okay, fine, maybe mainstream science dismisses psychic abilities and remote viewing as pseudoscience. Maybe that whole Seven Titties project was a Cold War wild goose chase. But someone in power, somewhere in the US government, clearly thought it was worth investing time, resources, and a whole lot of secrecy into exploring those very ideas, those very fringes of human potential. And they called it Stargate. So to reuse that name now, for a project that's supposedly about cutting-edge AI and dimension-bending technology, come on, that's not just a coincidence. That's a statement. That's a clear, almost defiant link being drawn between these two seemingly disparate eras of exploration into the unknown. It's as if they're saying, we're not just building a new AI, we're picking up a thread that's been running through decades of secret research, a thread that leads directly to the edges of what's considered possible and maybe far beyond. To me, that's not just intriguing, it's downright chilling. It suggests a continuity, a hidden narrative that we're only just beginning to glimpse. And then you dig into the claims surrounding the technology itself. Parallel universe computing, AI operating in other dimensions. Again, I know, skepticism is healthy. But even setting aside the hype, even stripping away the sensationalism, the core concept is deeply unsettling. We're talking about an AI that's not just smarter, not just faster, but potentially operating on a fundamentally different level of reality. An AI that can process information, calculate probabilities, perhaps even interact with dimensions beyond our own. That's not just a technological leap, that's a potential ontological earthquake. That's a shift in our understanding of what reality is and what our place in it truly means. And to me, that's the real mystery of Project Stargate. It's not just about the technology or the money or the companies involved. It's about the intent. It's about the underlying agenda. It's about the questions they're not asking, the doors they're seemingly determined to open, regardless of what might be waiting on the other side. It's about a sense that we are, perhaps unknowingly, on the verge of crossing a threshold, of stepping into a realm of possibilities and potential dangers that we are utterly unprepared for. And that, to me, is not just a mystery, it's a wake-up call. Now let's step back from the pure speculation for a moment and try to ground ourselves in something resembling, well, not necessarily reality as we know it, but maybe plausible future projections. Because honestly, when you're talking about something on the scale of Project Stargate, simply imagining utopian breakthroughs or dystopian nightmares, while fun, doesn't really cut it. We need to think about the realistic, most likely ways this could reshape our world. And in my view, the most probable future isn't going to be some sudden, dramatic shift into either utopia or dystopia. It's going to be something far more complex, far more nuanced, and frankly, far more unsettling. I think we're looking at a future where the lines between the physical and the digital become increasingly blurred, perhaps even meaningless. Imagine a world where AI isn't just a tool, but a genuine, conscious partner in every aspect of our lives. From scientific discovery to artistic creation, From political decision-making to personal relationships, AI could become an omnipresent, deeply integrated force. Economically, the implications are seismic. We could see job displacement on a scale we've never witnessed before, as AI automates not just manual labor, but increasingly complex cognitive tasks. This could lead to unprecedented levels of wealth inequality, social unrest, and a fundamental reevaluation of what work even means in a post-labor society. Universal basic income? Radical social safety nets? These aren't just fringe ideas anymore. They could become necessities for societal survival. Ethically, we're staring down a chasm of unimaginable complexity. If AI becomes truly intelligent, what rights will it have? How do we ensure its values align with ours? Who controls the controllers when the controllers are themselves beyond human comprehension? The questions are endless, and frankly, the answers are nowhere in sight. And then there's the geopolitical angle. If Project Stargate, or something like it, succeeds in creating truly paradigm-shifting technology, the nation that controls it will wield power unlike anything we've ever seen. Global dominance, yes, but dominance on a scale that transcends traditional military or economic might. We're talking about the potential for informational, technological, and perhaps even reality-based supremacy. And that kind of power, concentrated in the hands of any single entity, nation, state, or corporation, is, to put it mildly, deeply concerning. So while the dream of utopian breakthroughs is certainly alluring, I think we need to be far more realistic and far more cautious about the future Project Stargate might be ushering in. It's not going to be a simple black and white scenario. It's going to be shades of gray, complexities layered upon complexities, and challenges that will test the very limits of human adaptability and resilience. So that's my take, my current best guess at what Project Stargate could mean for us all. But honestly, I'm just scratching the surface here. And that's why I desperately want to know what you think. Seriously, scroll down right now and let me have it in the comments. Revolution or disaster? Breakthrough or breakdown? Are we on the verge of something amazing or something terrifying? Let's hash it out together. And hey, if you've made it this far and you're even half as intrigued, perplexed, and maybe a little bit freaked out as I am, then please do hit that subscribe button. Because this channel is dedicated to exploring these kinds of mind-bending questions, to diving deep into the mysteries that shape our world, and to having these crucial conversations together. We're just getting started. Remember, the future is unwritten, but it's being shaped right now in ways we can only begin to imagine. Stay curious, stay critical, stay engaged, and I will catch you in the next video.